Hi, good morning, fellas. It is the 16th was Monday, it's Thursday, 17th. It's the 19th of September. It's about 4:30, 4:40. This video is about expectations. I think back in the day, and why relationships are so fractured now is because there aren't reasonable expectations on either side, men or women, or whomever you decide to marry, because of the change in the way we have access to other people's lives. So back in the day, you used to have to go and seek permission as a man if you wanted to marry a woman, and you had to have already established yourself either in the community or financially as a man, and were you considered a good prospect. The other part of it is the woman had to be interviewed and vetted to make sure that she was a good candidate to be a wife, because there's a lot of women out here who want to be wives but don't even own a cookbook. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. You would be surprised at how many women are more mannish than they are feminine. It's shocking. And what brought this up about the expectations is my wife has a few cousins that can't find a man. And in fact, one of them now has a group. So rather than buckle down, fix themselves up a little bit, they have banded together with all the other broken toys. I call them the group of broken toys. I used to say the land of broken toys, but anyways. And they came over as a group yesterday wanting to hang out and discuss their problems, because they can't figure out how my wife and I got married. And whenever I try to talk to them, I'm very honest with them. I'm not cruel to them, but they're absolutely delusional about expectations. Now, they're not reasonable about any expectations, except I just don't want to get run over. Oh, that's somebody's sprinkler. All right. They are only thinking about their expectations of what they want, and not any expectations that a man may have, or a person may have, from them in return. You should have seen how quiet it got when I asked the Kevin Samuels question, do you have a cookbook? None of them. Ningún mujer tenemos un libro de cocinar. They didn't have any. I asked them how much they weighed, and because I thought you would have thought I spit in their face by asking them how much they weigh. My wife stays in good shape. My wife has a cookbook. She also has a handwritten cookbook where she copied down the recipes from her mother. But that's a tradition that they do. And when I talked to my suegra, my mother-in-law, about that, my suegra says it's one of the things we're supposed to do. I won't want to send my daughters out into the world not knowing how to be a wife. And I was like, ding, 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 ding. Anyways, let me get back to the point. The point is, men have expectations too. Here's an expectation that shocked him again, and I promise you, I wasn't being cruel to him, wasn't being mean, I wasn't loud. I was saying that reasonable expectation a man has is that his wife isn't a tramp, trampa. That's a reasonable expectation. I don't want, when I buy my clothes, I don't buy clothes that other people had. Now, when I buy clothes, it's mine. It's brand new. And I'm going to use it till it falls apart. Look at this bad boy. There's a hole here. There's a stain here. There's a hole over there. But it's mine. I know where it came from. I know where it's been. I know that this t-shirt's only been with me. And that's another thing about back in the day. I think sometimes they had to verify that you were virgin. Them times gone, long gone. But expectations are not a one-way street. And that's where we have the disconnect. I mean, you want a guy who's over 6 foot tall. You want a guy that makes at least $70,000, $80,000 a year. Good provider. He's got to be good looking. He's got to be in shape. He's got to be able to protect and provide. These are all simple expectations a woman has. But when you ask a woman, what about my expectations? I don't think at your height you should weigh more than a man. I think you should have a cookbook. I think you should know how to do the fucking laundry. I know how to do the laundry. I do laundry. I do dishes. My wife and I split all the chores 50-50. But my wife pays half of every bill. Every bill. Without question. And it's crazy at the amount of, and there are really good guys who would bust their ass for you their whole life, give you everything they could, but they're not tall enough. Their eyes aren't the right color. I don't know, they don't dress properly. And this man would willingly lay his life down for you. And you just push him away. The only other thing I told those ladies before my wife was like, okay, Frank, that's enough, was, how do I say this? Nah, I'll skip that. I don't want to not endear myself to the whole planet, half the planet. But it is what it is. And it's just, and these women are in their 40s, late 30s and 40s, and it's just, what I did tell them was that the man they were supposed to marry, they had already met and dismissed. And women just think that they're, even in their mid-30s, they think they're still 18. It's crazy. All right, I'm at the turnaround point. I should be over 60,000 steps for the week. Instead of keeping a daily count, I'm keeping a weekly count. It looks cooler on the pedometer. Let me see what I'm at. I'll show you where I'm at. Been down and picked my pedometer up. Oh, yeah. I have, what's that? 62,715 steps. Let me put it back on my shoe. So it is what it is, gentlemen. And there's no reason for a man to expose himself anymore to the sheer amount of liabilities he can incur just for being with a woman. Hell, if you're in a room and the door's locked, she can say you did whatever can come into her mind that you did to her. You tried to rape her. You attacked her. You touched her inappropriately. You intimidated her. You scared her. I mean, come on now. Anyway, it's just interesting. All right. Love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can, and if you can't, you take care of yourselves. Oh, car coming. Like a fart in a G-string. From West Texas, El Paso. Like a fart in a G-string. I'm out of here. I'm going to give this lady a chance to walk down the sidewalk without having a problem. Good morning, ma'am. Not bad. Almost Friday. Yes, ma'am. You too, ma'am. Thank you. All right, guys. Bye-bye.